Hey, it's Ebony with Positive Mind Frame, clocking while I get your mind sane. Number one, thank you so much for all of the love. I am in deep gratitude for my subscribers, for people who watch my reels, my TikToks, my Instagram, my stories, all of them. I want to say thank you. I've gotten a lot of great feedback. I am so appreciative, and I don't know how to thank you guys enough. Like I said, my goal is to influence and to make an impact on the world. And you guys are just doing that. Even by watching it, I thank you. By sharing it, I thank you. For watching my videos, I say thank you. So my gratitude runs deep. And I'm just so thankful, and I'm on cloud nine. Who would imagine being a YouTuber and stepping out on faith and doing this? Because I really don't like talking to the camera. I really don't, but I thank you guys. I really do thank you. On the backside of that, I have to apologize. I was supposed to actually send out a video yesterday, actually this video yesterday, because as I said in my videos, I always post Mondays and Wednesdays. I did not do that. And I do deeply apologize. I had some things come up last minute, but my lack of communication for not letting you guys know fell through, and also me not strategizing. It was a lack of strategy as well, to make sure the video came out when it was supposed to come out. And that was my fault, and I do apologize. I will definitely do better moving forward. So do you guys forgive me? Please. I think that's how you do it. Well, thank you for forgiving me. I do forgive myself. I'm going to give myself some grace and lesson learned. So I do apologize. Today is Tuesday. I will be putting out the video today, but I do want to say I do apologize. So I am tremendously sorry. Title today is winning over negative Nancies. Now, I know that the term negative Nancy, it sounds judgmental. Trust me, I've trying to think of another way to kind of move away from the term negative Nancy. But for the sake of this video, I will use it. If there's a different term, please put it in the chat. I would love to see different phrases or just a better term, because I know that negative Nancy can be negative just because you're saying negative then the name. But not only that, you're putting negative in a gender, which is Nancy, which more likely Nancy is a woman. And men could be negative too. You're not excluded. So that is what I may need your help with and a little bit of engagement. So please just link it down in the chat. So winning over negative Nancies. What are negative Nancies? To me, and in my experience, negative Nancies are those who you are familiar or close with, to the point that you know their patterns, you know how they speak, you know how they think, and you know their body language. And I say that because you are so in tune with them. It's like something's off. Like, So then it's like, I mean, if you say something, you're kind of scared for their reaction. If you move the wrong way, like you're scared of their reaction. So it's always kind of walking on eggshells so they won't explode. And that's what I deem negative Nancies are, because it is consistent patterns of negative thinking, behavior, and body language. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Okay, I like that. I like that. Me, what I found out that negative Nancies, they come in different layers, I should say, because it could be trauma, and trauma can happen at any point in time. They could just be the most positive person up until they're 30 years old. Then they just went, maybe because due to some trauma, childhood trauma. As a kid, you probably experienced a lot of things to the point where you don't trust people, where you feel like everybody's out to get you. You have to move like real silent around people. You may have a fear of people excluding you. It's just so much. But also that maybe some of the negative Nancies also can come from those who they trusted adults, aka parents, trusted adults to raise them in a great environment. But if the parents is like, you won't be anything, you're stupid, you're dumb, you won't be anything in life, you're going to be dumb in school, you're going to be a single parent when you get older. Eventually, if you keep saying that to a child, they're going to believe it. And then they'll grow up and actually act out every word that you've said. And I've talked about life and death is in the power of the tongue to give words of life. And I am a true believer of that. People may get tired of me being positive, but it's just me. And I don't intentionally trying to give out words that hurt people. I really don't. That's not my true intention. And I feel like if we live in a world that just give words of life, I feel like we will all be in a better place. Do you agree? I agree too. So, winning over a negative Nancy, it won't come overnight. It won't come next week. It won't come next year. Just because you're a small percentage of light that they may have for the rest of the day. And when some negative Nancies have stinking thinking throughout their whole day and probably majority of their life, you won't probably see immediate changes. But when they see you, they know that they have to think positive. They have to speak words of life to you and to themselves. Like when you're so used to being a positive person and you see somebody who is speaking negative to themselves 24/7. Trust me, I know these people. Let's say that you overhear somebody saying, "Hey, like I'm dumb, I'm stupid." What do? I'm like, "Hey, you are like not dumb, but I'm going to show you a better way to fix the problem that you're having." Or, I mean, they say, "Well, I mean, I just don't want to be here anymore." What am I going to do? I'm going to go over there and say, or to you, it's like, you are destined to be here. You are valued here. We need your gifts and your talents here. There's something that I possess that you know how to, operate, you know how to do. And there's some things that I can't do. I need you here. I need your gifts, your talents. If you feel that you are not loved or whatever that person is going through, give them that. Give them the love. Give them a hug. I mean, they may not want to be touched. Bring them in. Like, give them a good hug and just tell them why that they deserve to be here and why they are called to be here. Because there is a lot of people on earth who have that mentality. Even like the burdens of the world, where they feel like that they're a burden. You're not a burden. We need you here. And that's always been really touchy for me, because it's like I want everybody to live life to the fullest potential. Am I at my fullest potential at 32? I'm not. I don't have it all figured out. But one thing about it is that I know I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose, and you're here for a purpose too. And what you have and what God gave you at birth as a gift, we need that here. So I know I went on a tangent, but that's something that's truly passionate to me. Everyone is here for a purpose, and you belong in it. So, secondly, boundaries. I'm going to talk about boundaries a little bit. Though they can have stinking thinking, the words are there pretty negative in their body language. Have boundaries. Because my experience, being around a negative Nancy, it can be draining. Because it's nothing positive is coming out. I don't hear any, most of the time I don't hear goals. I don't hear their strengths or what they want to do, what they want to do with their life. Just because that side of their brain has been shut down, decompressed, put back to the back of their brain, to the point where there's nothing that they cannot see past their current situation. As for you, as a more positive and upbeat person, though it can be draining, still give words of life, but also if it becomes draining to the point where they may be calling you out of your name, they are telling you that you can't do anything. They are letting you know that you're dumb, stupid, slow, which the things that you are not. Stop talking to that person. And thank God I have not been in that situation to the point where I had to truly cut somebody off in that regard, because I let them know. I give them a chance. I gave them like, "Hey, don't talk to me like that." Sometimes it came off rude, but you're not going to talk to me in a different kind of way because you're in a different mindset right now. You're not going to talk to me like that. I don't mind giving you words of advice. I don't mind giving you words of life, but you're not going to come at me in a disrespectful type of way. So have boundaries with them. Let them know what you will and what you won't accept. If you need to back off, please back off. But at the same time, we don't need your spirit and your energy to be ruined as well. And people don't like negative people. I'm ready to just say it, put it out there. People don't like negative people. So draw the line with them. If it ever comes to that point of having a conversation with them, at least owe them a conversation. Like, "Hey, I don't like it when you said this and this. And if you continue to do that, this and this will happen." So you have to Make sure you need to teach people how to treat you. And I know that it could be hard when it's family. It could be hard when it's somebody that's close to you. At the same time, you're a living, breathing person that have goals and dreams to achieve as well. And I don't want nobody to taint that, even if it comes from a negative Nancy. Have your boundaries. The third thing I want to express about winning over a negative Nancy is not to be afraid to give them resources. I know that this world has changed dramatically to the point where resources are the best way to connect somebody with something immediately. And honestly, I feel that is the best route to go. If you know this person has some anger issues, give them a resource. If they have some stinking thinking, give them resources. If they don't want to be here anymore, call the hotline, give them resources. Because it shows that you care about them in their mental state, that you want them to do better, and also it's kind of giving them the branch of the reason why you need to be here. And I don't know why I'm kind of going off in this little tangent thing, but it's so important for us just to be, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. By any means, I'm not. But it's so important that everybody lives their lives to the fullest, because I feel like this world can be a better place. People call me positive all the time. People call me goody two shoes, whatever. Just because I just see the greatness in people, and sometimes it bites me in the butt. And sometimes I overlook a lot of things. I'm just being kind of vulnerable at this point. But we just have so many negative people in the world because of their childhood, how they grew up, or even trauma. But it takes people like us to just genuinely, truly reach out and just be intentional and help them change their thinking, whether that's word of advice, whether that's just connecting them to a resource, whether that's just telling them that they're great, that they're doing a good job, that they are worth living, that they are worth being here on earth. You're not a burden. And I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole, but I just kind of feel it. I just want to be in a place where we could give words of life to people, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And the past week, it's a lot. My thing is that you are the light, and and people call you positive for a reason. Even if it's with negative Nancy, even if it's with Joe Schmo down the street, you're the light for the reason. And people, when people see you, they know that they can have the life that they want. I just encourage you to continue to be the light in the world, to continue to be the influence of the world. Even if you're starting out small like I am on YouTube, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you just to be yourself. I encourage you to uplift others. I encourage you to have boundaries. And I encourage you to have life to the fullest, because you deserve it. So in conclusion, I'm sorry about this rabbit hole, guys, but it got me. Ways to win over negative Nancy. Learn who you are. If I have not said it already, I kind of went a little different. But ways to win over negative Nancy is to know who you are in and out, so that you can be the solid foundation of who you are, and that you can be swayed. Even if somebody's coming to you negatively, it's kind of like water off your back. Number 2, have boundaries. Know when to speak up to that person, because you're not going to be tossed and fro any other type of way just because they're upset about something. You can still be the light. You can still give them words. You can still switch their mindset. Like I said, if they say I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I want to leave Earth, I can't do anything right, you have that in you to go change it immediately. It's like, no, you are not dumb, you are smart, but this is how you correct the situation. It takes little lights like that to get the mindset going, and for them to believe it for themselves. Resources are great. There may be some resistance to that, but it shows that you care. And I've given resources out before, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's just people, we need each other at the end of the day. I'm sorry, just a little vulnerable more than I thought. So 3 things again. Be comfortable in who you are, have boundaries, and give out resources. Remember, you are the light of the world. You are the influence of the world. We're going to get rid of that stinking thinking. There will be more vulnerable posts going down the line. But I just want to tell you that you are loved, you are valued, and you are enough. Keep a positive mind frame.